Well, good morning. This is Brian Menninger here, and I'd like to welcome you to this webinar. And this is what I've entitled Get Noticed, Increase Your Influence with Social Media. And we're going to talk about 12 steps to marketing your offline business online. And I don't know about you, but for myself, my background's with general contracting and pastoring, and sometimes it just seems like it's really noisy and crowded out there in the marketplace. And so we're just going to talk about some real practical steps today to help you with your business. So I'm going to go ahead and share the slides with you, but I wanted to introduce myself first before we get started. So glad to have you with us here today, and let's dive in. Okay, so like I said, this is Get Noticed, increasing your influence with social media, and we're going to talk specifically about 12 steps for marketing your offline business online. Oops, there we go. Okay, so a little bit just about who I am. I'm a entrepreneur, business consultant, and coach, blogger, writer, speaker, and I just love fulfilling my God-given destiny by helping passionate but overworked small business owners lead and grow their businesses so they can increase their positive impact, gain the freedom to live the lifestyle they really want. And you can find more about me at brianmenninger.com or on Twitter at Brian Menninger, LinkedIn at Brian Menninger, or on Facebook at Brian Menninger as well. And and I'm also the founder of Small Business Revival, which we'll talk about kind of at the end of the webinar here. And I wanted to make sure you hang on to the end. There's a few bonuses I'm going to give you right at the end when we finish up. Okay, so what are the 12 steps to marketing your offline business online? The first one, step one, is create your home base. Now, what does this mean? You see, a lot of times when folks think about marketing online, they think about social media and those kinds of things. They think about Facebook, set up a Facebook page for their business. But the reality is that all of those types of things, those social media places, they are tools, but you do not own them, and they can change the rules on you at any time. And so you want to make sure you have a home base. In the past, this was a website, but it's still probably a website, it's a blog, it might be a podcast, but it's something that is your URL. You own it, you control it. Otherwise, it's kind of like building your business on a rented lot that someone can change the rules on later on you. But the first thing you want to do is set up that home base. I like to use WordPress for building home base. There's lots of plugins out there that make it very easy to set up your home base, and there's an active community that can help you if you need help. Okay, number two, and this is the one that I am amazed at how often gets missed. When I was a general contractor and I had a remodeling company, one of the mistakes that I made early on in marketing was that I didn't build a list. Sure, I had a list in my accounting software of the people that we had done business with, but I didn't have a list of all the folks that I had gone out and talked to about doing work for that had never purchased our services. And some of those people hadn't done the projects, and I really needed to be communicating with them and building a relationship so that when they were ready to buy, I was able to provide the service to them. So what we just started doing is we built at that time what was a snail mail list, and we sent a newsletter every other month. And we got a huge boost in our repeat business and in our ability to build relationships with prospects. So everywhere we went, when we went to home shows, those kinds of things, we were always doing things to build our list. And we would have people that would call us and say, hey, I've been getting your newsletter for a few months, met you guys at the home show, and I've got this project, really like to talk to you about it. So in today's world, this gets much more powerful with email subscription service. Now, for some businesses, a direct mail list may still make sense, but it is definitely more costly and takes a greater investment. But with an email subscription, you can communicate and build a relationship with those that are interested in your products and services without the expense of mailing, mail, postage, printing, all those things that we had. And what this does is this, like your home base, is something that you own, and it gives you the ability to communicate directly with your prospects. Without this, you can build a lot of Facebook fans, but you can put a post up that many of them won't see, depending on how Facebook's algorithm treats what you post. But with your email service, you know that you can communicate directly with your prospects. I like to use MailChimp. And at the end, I'm going to give you a link to the tools that I use. But MailChimp works great. It manages your list, so you don't have to add people, take people off, and gives you great tools for building your list, and then also keeps you in compliance with spam laws and all those things. All right. Step 3 is to create an incentive for people to join up for your list. In today's world, people are bombarded with messages of buy this, hire me for this, do this. We are trained to tune it out. We sit there with the remote and the DVR, and we skip the commercials. We tune people out when the salesman shows up at our door. The bottom line is that it is very difficult to get people's attention. And one of the best ways to get people's attention is to not ask for something from them, but to actually give them something. And so what you want to do is create some incentive for people to sign up for your list, and you want to give away something of value that is of interest to your audience. Now, coupons may have their place in some businesses, but I think for most businesses, you need to give away something with no hook except that they sign up to receive it. And so it might be, a free coffee if you're a coffee shop. If you're a contractor, could be a free evaluation of the roof with a report. But one of the great things about today's world is that oftentimes that free incentive can be a piece of digital content, information. People want information. They want quick wins, and that piece of digital information can be delivered automatically without any effort from you besides creating it. And but the bottom line is that people will not sign up for your list just to sign up for a list. You need to give them some sort of value incentive to do that. Step 4, email to your list on a regular basis. You create trust through consistent communication. Now, frequency may vary a lot depending on your business, but it doesn't really matter so much how often you do it, but the key is that you're consistent about it. So what you don't want to do is go 6 months without mailing your list and then send them 15 emails in 1 week. Okay? You need to email your list on a regular basis. This builds trust because you regularly show up. Now, second of all, you can't just email your list with those sales messages like I was talking about before. You need to be giving them value. You need to be sharing with them your expertise. You need to be engaging them in a personal way. You don't want just generic corporate speak. And you need to also be giving them value throughout the process. But you want to make your best offers. Give away your best things to your list. Reward people for being on your list. Okay, step 5, create a blog. Now, I know that this might be scary for some of you. You don't feel like you're a writer. You don't even maybe know what a blog is. But real simply, a blog is an easy way to update your website with new information. Each blog post is essentially a page. And these blog post pages are extremely valuable in a number of ways. One is that you establish yourself as a trusted expert. People want to buy from the expert. They want to buy from the person that they know understands their problems and can help them solve them. And so share your expertise in your field with your audience through a blog. Now, it's for some of you, you might rather do this in video, and you can easily take a video and embed it in a blog. The second thing that is huge about a blog is that it gives you content to share in your social media, and it gives something for social media to point back to bring people back to your home base, because your blog is going to be on your home base. And so you write a post about something that's of interest to your clients and your prospects. You share that on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. People click on those links. It comes back to your blog. They can learn more about you. They can find out that, hey, you provide a service that they need. They can contact you. This is the power of a blog. And then finally, is each of those pages has each of those blog pages has tags and creates another opportunity for the search engines to send somebody to you when someone is looking for information. Because, like it or not, most people today, if they are getting ready to purchase something, hire somebody, whatever, they are going to go online and do research, and they are going to search about what they want to do. And your blog posts create that opportunity for them to find you. All right, step 6, promote your home base and email list offline. You know, online businesses, they spend all their effort building that list through social media and home base and so forth. But if you have an offline business like a retail store or a restaurant or a cafe or a service business, you have an incredible opportunity to promote your home base and email list offline. So for example, you may keep a sign up in your store for your email list that says, hey, if you join our email list today, we'll give you 5% off your purchase. However that is. But trust me, adding people to this list is valuable. Your list will become like gold for your business, and you'll be able to email people with an offer when you need to boost sales and get results. But you've got to build that list. So you have lots of opportunities. One of the things we used to do was at home shows. I think I mentioned this before, but we would go to home shows and we would run giveaways. And we knew that anybody that was at a home show was interested in their home and therefore was a prospect for our business as a remodeling company. And so therefore we wanted to capture as many of those people as we could. So we did a giveaway. People signed up for it. It's a lot of what people come to home shows for, and they enjoy it. And all those people went onto our list. Next, see, a lot of people want to start here, but now we're ready to set up social media profiles. Once you've created the base and you know where you're going to send your traffic to, now you're ready to set up those profiles. Look, there are many of them out there. Here's what you need to do. Concentrate on 2 to 3 profiles that are most effective for your business. If you only have time to concentrate on one, that is fine. But don't try to be everywhere if you don't have the time, energy, or expertise to do it well. And so for different businesses, there are going to be different social media platforms that work the best for you. For example, if your business is primarily sells to other businesses, then LinkedIn and Twitter are huge tools for you. If what you sell can really be communicated through pictures, then Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram are amazing tools. But learn a little bit about what works for your business, and then get those social media profiles set up. Another note here is make sure that your pictures, your slogans, your branding is consistent from your home base to your social media profiles, and make sure that your social media profiles have links to send people back to your home base. Step 8, use your social media platforms to make connections. Use the same networking skills that you use offline, online. I think a lot of people miss this. They think that social media is just about promoting something and putting out information. but it's a huge networking event. And many of you have learned to be very good at networking through chamber events and other conferences and things that you go to. You have great networking skills. Use these online. Use these platforms as a way to make connections that is much easier and faster than spending the time to travel to a networking event. And on that note, when you go to a networking event and you meet somebody, then you have the opportunity to come back and use social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, to follow up with that person and continue to build the relationship later. Step 9, create a LinkedIn profile. Now, we talked about different social media platforms, but the LinkedIn profile, I believe, is critical for almost every business because it's fun online bio in your resume. In other words, this is the one place where people can go and learn about your experience, your expertise, your connections. It gives you the ability to create strategic alliances with other businesses that can help grow both of your businesses together. So I do believe it's critical to create a LinkedIn profile, even if you don't spend a lot of time posting to LinkedIn. Step 10, get some help if you need it. You won't be good at everything. And as you can see in my slide here, I'm not good at spelling as I left the D off of good. But yeah, you're going to need some help. There are going to be things that you're really good at and that you're things that you're not good at. And like I mentioned before, at the end, I'm going to tell you about a resource where you can learn some of the tools that I provide or that I'll share with you. And then also, if you need help, you can contact me. There's a coaching tab on the side of my website at brianmenninger.com, and you can fill out that form and request help if you need some help. But you won't be good at everything, and that's okay. All right, next, step number 11. Okay, we got 2 more to go. This is the next to last one, and this is so important. Take action. You will make mistakes, but it is the only way to learn. If you don't try something, you won't learn anything. And so many people get stuck trying to get everything perfect before they go online. But what you need to do is take action, take a small step. The great thing is that when you start, there's not very many people watching anyway, and so you won't really hurt yourself in any way. Okay, make some mistakes, but it's the only way to learn. And finally, step 12, have some fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. If you mess up, like I did on the slide before of misspelling something, just say so. But have some fun. You can get out there on the social media and the web and you can interact. Be real, be personable. People want to connect with someone that they know, like, and trust. And if you hide behind everything being so perfect and so polished and you never allow any humor in, and you take yourself too seriously, then it's hard for people to connect to you. So have some fun, and there are lots of opportunities in front of you. Okay, here's some resources that I mentioned. So first of all, if you go to brianmenninger.com/bonus, you will be able to get the 5 tools that I use to increase my income and personal productivity. There are a lot of others, and they'll actually be emailed to you if you like, but you can just request them from me. But the bottom line is this is a quick guide with the top 5 tools that I use. And then the second thing is that my passion is reviving the small business. I see so many business owners that started with a lot of passion and now they find themselves overworked and struggling, and maybe their business has been successful, but it's overtaken their life, or maybe they're having a hard time getting the success and the results they really need. But the bottom line is that I believe that if we will invest as a business community in helping each other, that we can create a revival of small business in America. And that revival, I believe, can transform our lives, our families, our community, and even our nation. And so I've written this in a manifesto that I would love to have you read and share with others. And you can join the community by going to brianmenninger.com/small business manifesto with a hyphen between small business and manifesto. So once again, thank you so much for joining me here today on this webinar. It's been a pleasure. Pleasure being with you. I'm going to stop the video share here just a minute so I can talk to you directly. But I just want you to know that I understand how it can get difficult in the trenches being a small business owner. You know, it's a new year and there are lots of opportunities in front of you. But don't give up. Keep pressing in. Do the difficult things that are key to your success. And if you need some help, I'm here to help. Have a great day.